Good morning, party people. I'm like, oh, you can't hear me. Hi, I gotta get my coffee and then I'm ready to roll. Ooh, I got dust. I need to dust. That's fine. It must be. Okay. Still have, oh, this is not on. All right. All right. Okay, I'm together now. I got it together. Good morning, everybody. Hello, party people on Thursday. Oh, my schedule is so weird. Who do we got on here? We got Nancy. Good morning. Good morning, Jen. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, hello. Hi, Marianne. And Deborah. Good morning. And Rosanna. Hello. Hi. Good morning, good morning. And there's Mary. Hope you're having a good day. I'm trying to have a good day. Marianne's got her second cup coffee ready to go. Sparkly sweater day. Yeah, I got meetings today, so I'm dressed. This is what I look like when I'm dressed, if you've ever wondered. Kinda. Jeff was hogging up the bathroom this morning. He's like, I gotta go to work and whatever. And then Shannon got here and I was like, okay, y'all, well, I got 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I gotta at least put on a bra if I'm gonna go on the internet. And Shannon said, you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. She said, according to the group, they don't always do that. But I said, well, I probably ought to. So that's what's going on over here at Thunderhouse. I feel like I messed with my camera yesterday and now it's not in the right position. Anyhoot. Yay. Hi, Rita. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, hello, hello. Coolio. All right, so the goings-ons today is that I'm going to go to the Taylor's Falls bead store and I'm going to go get some stuff to restock the website. And I'm going to get the custom orders and I'm going to get the back order list from last week. I don't know if we had a lot of people on there. Let me just check the schedule. Oh, we had a few people. Melanie and Mary and Karen and Tony and Catherine. And then I gotta do some restocking. We don't care if you wear a bra. Thank you, Rosanna. I usually always do though. Since we're just sharing personal information on this group. I always do. Good morning. From Dixiefield, Maine. Oh, hello, Maine. Hi. Welcome. I am sparkly today. This is, I got this at Kohl's, y'all. So, I'm a thrift shopper, so I got this like last year. You know, and I put it in the box, the in and out fall box, the traveling, all these traveling boxes that I have. So I pulled my fall box out, and it's brand new, still have the tag on it, paid $3, okay. And it has a attachable cowl that goes around the neck. Oh, I do have to show you this. Remember how I said that I was looking at stuff yesterday and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make that into a keychain. Well, as it turns out, it turned into a necklace, not a keychain, because it didn't want to be a keychain, I guess. And this is what it looks like. It's really cute. It's like, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's like a lantern. It's really heavy. Remember I showed you this yesterday? Was that yesterday? It's like got glass inside of it. I think it's a lantern. I'm not even really sure what it is, but it's really cool. And then I put, what do I got? 3 on each side. 3 on each side. Different types of chain. So that was fun. I was cleaning yesterday. And yeah, so that's how the cleaning goes. When Randy cleans, it's more like Shannon organizes and I go through and look at stuff. And make random pieces of jewelry for myself. I don't know. Everybody still in their jammies? Oh, good. Good morning. Just poured my first cup here in lovely Lake Havasu. Where's Diane? Where's that at? I don't know where that is. We don't care if you're sparkly. It's been very relaxing. Oh, good. Rebecca, you still on vacation over there too? Good morning. If you could see us, most of us are in our pajamas. Thank you. Good morning. Hi, Marcia. It's beautiful and cool in Maryland today. Has anyone in this group that has used those check glass owl beads? Typing with one eye open. Anybody using their check glass owl beads? Good morning, Donna. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kathy. Oh, looks like Karen has made a multi-strand bracelet with the owls. Why does YouTube put my last word in my next statement? Quite irritating. I don't know, Rose. Are you on the computer or are you on your phone? Hi, Nancy. Hi, Donna Leonard. It's in Arizona, Diana says. Diane. No. Oh. Well, wonderful. Marsha. Sioux, Arizona. Have a Sioux. Okay, I gotcha. I like how you guys help me pronounce things. That's very helpful, actually. I have some humility about that. I am humble about the fact that I struggle with dyslexia, and but you know what? I learned that in AA. I learned how to. I used to be really nervous about it, and then I used to get really anxious when I would have to like read, you know, like in school and like out loud in like school and even in college, which I went through 8 years of college and I have 2 master's degrees. So having 2 master's degrees with dyslexia was a lot of work, but it made me very like feel good about myself. But sometimes I still struggle a lot. But I learned that in AA, how to like just be like, yeah, I don't know what this says. And then people will just tell you and then you can know, and it's great. Phone. Mesa AZ. Hey, that's where my mom lives, Marcia. Well, by there. It's by there. What is it called? Casa Grande? My mom has a house in Casa Grande. She's not there right now because she's helping my dad up at the drug court in North Dakota, but she's, but that's where they have their house, is in Casa Grande. Good morning, Suzanne. Hi. My daughter and one of my sister has dyslexia, so I understand. Congratulations on your master's. Thank you, Nancy. You guys, when I was in school, that's why we have the Happy Panda dance, because I would just, when I was in college, I was taking a graduate course where, because I'm a drug addiction counselor, so, and we were doing mental health. I have a mental health degree, so we were reading like 18 books at a time, you know, like it was a fast track like master's program at Hazleton. Girl, so we would literally be reading like probably 4 or 5 books for one class, and I was taking like 6 classes, and I was doing a full-time internship. Like, it was insane. So that's why we have the happy dance, because I'd just be surrounded by books in a circle on the floor, just crying. And Jeff would be like, it's okay, you gotta just dance it out like they do on Grey's Anatomy. because I used to have this little tape recorder, and I would read it and I would record myself, because you know, it's back in the day when you had the tape recorder or the little thing, and I would read it and then I would have to listen to it to know what it said. It was very complex. Not far from Mesa. Yeah, that's what my mom said. She said that's where she goes to like get like her stuff. Casa Grande. Oh, sorry, Casa Grande. Good morning. Anyways, I digress about all that. Anyway, but what are we doing today? So today we're just having a little bit of beady chit chat. I'm going to go to the store. I have some meetings today. I did want to announce that we are going to start doing our liquidation of jewelry on Etsy, on the Etsy page. So here's our plan. I got a meeting today at 11:30 with Mike, and Mike is my Wix guy, because we're going to move the jewelry. We're going to separate, if you're new here, we're separating our jewelry and our beading pages so that it's easier for everybody to work. Also, because I'm kind of like piloting the jewelry website as a pilot for what would then be like, I would like in the future to move the beading to also the same kind of website, but I got to see how it's all going to go down, you know? So we're going to start liquidating all of the jewelry so we don't have to move 400 pieces of jewelry or whatever, because that's a lot of work. And some of those items have been up there for a while. So anyways, we're just going to start the sales now. Now, here's what I heard from the trends that be. I just received my Happy Mail. Wonderful. During the winter. Yeah, PK, I think that's what my mom's doing. Well, my dad works at the drug court in, my stepdad, but he works at the drug court on the reservation up here in North Dakota, where we're from, on the res. And so they have a house there, and then my mom's up here right now because my sister was going to do the wedding, and then we didn't do the wedding, and now, anyways, whatever. They're coming here today. They're supposed to be here today with the Thunderhorse, with the Thunder Ponies, the babies, Mia and Emma, which you'll meet tomorrow on Morning Coffee. Anyway, so we're going to start liquidating some of the jewelry so we don't have to move it, because I think unless we want to pay for like one of those apps to like copy everything and move it over, which is expensive, by the way, we're going to have to manually do it, which is fine because I have all those photos because I'm a crazy person, and I literally keep like, what are those? They're like backup hard drives that Jeff plugs into my computer. Like literally they're like memory things that are like this big. So every time we fill one up, we literally just get a new one and then we label it, and that's all the pictures. But Jeff's gonna have to tear my computer apart to see it there. You wanna see what inside of my computer looks like? Looks like this. Can't really see very good. But this thing right here, and that little box over in the corner, that's what he's got to change out in order for me to get new memory. Because I take a zillion photos. I bet you Shannon, when Shannon takes photos, I bet she does like at least 500, and that's not even jewelry. When we take pictures of jewelry, it's like, we do 10 items, it's probably like at least 500 pictures, plus videos. Good morning. Hi Kay. Okay, where you been at, girl? I just received my Happy Mail. Oh, you made it. Coral. Good morning. Sorry, just catching up on the comments. Anyway, so I'm gonna have this meeting with Mike today, and we're going to discuss all these, like, so I kind of got the website put together. You guys, I got to dust so bad. Sorry, squirrel. I kind of got the website put together a little bit. I got to talk to him about some like function stuff. But anyways, I will ask him about the transferring of inventory situation. But for the most part, what I heard from the trend reports, okay, so when you're on Etsy and you have a certain amount of people who buy from you or whatever, they give you the trend reports, and basically they put out all these little news things of all this research that they're doing. And they said that, so they're saying that people are shopping for Christmas starting November 1st. Instead of normally, you know, when we do our shopping, our Christmas, like our big Christmas sales and everything, there we usually do that on Black Friday, right? Well, if you've noticed in the past couple of years, it's like, okay, it used to be just Black Friday and you would have those sales, you know, and then it started to be like, oh, how about start your sales like a couple days before Black Friday and get ahead of everybody else. And then pretty soon, like last year, I think it was like a week, like the week before, it might have even been 2 weeks before Black Friday, they were like, you should start putting your sales stuff on and start offering different sales and all that crappy crap. Why don't you back them up portable cloud? They are huge storage systems and have been up to 4 terabytes. We have 2. One of these that because I have more storage, Kathy, and it's cheaper. One of these things in here in my computer is like less than $50, and it has like terabytes on it, like humongous stuff, like humongous memory. Like it's cheaper for me to buy one of those than it is to have the cloud. Because we looked at that. Because I told that to Jeff too, and then, but also, you know, they say it's going to be fine. I got trust issues with the cloud. I like having something tangible in my hand that I can plug in, because I'm like, I don't know. Oh, Kay's already started her sales. Is that what you're saying, Kay? What kind of sales you got going on your stuff? What's your stuff? Tell us about your stuff. I want to know what's going on. Hobby Lobby on Monday, and they were playing Christmas music. Oh my. It's like, cripes, I don't even, who posted that on the group? They were like, oh, it's not, we don't even know who's cooking for Thanksgiving yet. I was like, yeah, I have questions. I was in the Dollar Tree the other day, and they had one aisle of Halloween, one aisle of Thanksgiving, and then like a whole bunch of Christmas. And I was like, what is happening? That was Clarisse who posted that, I think. Good morning, Clarisse. Hey, girl. But you don't have to open your system. Oh, well, okay, Kathy. I will let Jeff know. I'm honestly not going to look into it. I'm going to make Jeff do it because he knows things. I don't know anything. No, not Christmas music. That's too early. This is kind of what it is. Like, I was surprised that they actually put this out, that it's going to be the 1st of November. Basically what they're advertising to sellers is that the 1st of November is basically going to be like the new, you know, Black Friday, where people are buying all these things for Christmas. And they said, I didn't read the whole thing, but it just said like customers are buying earlier and earlier now, and because they have access to it online, and people are buying throughout the year, etc. But this year in particular, I guess, they said November 1st, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that. No Christmas music before November 11th. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I listen to Christmas music all year round, but that's a thing that I've just always done because I like to be happy. So, that's a thing I do, but yeah. Okay, here they come. Yes, because the mail is slower and slower, and the supplies are harder to get. PK says yes. I don't want to hear Christmas music or see Christmas movies until after Thanksgiving. Yeah, well, I don't know if you guys caught the news. I didn't, I had just heard, like, so, like, even the California ports, like, the ports are all backed up. I don't know what's going on there with all that. But because the ports are backed up, then people aren't getting their materials, like PK was saying. They're not getting their, you know, their stuff, maybe to make the items or stuff there. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure it's affecting everything. And I know for a fact the post office is just, they always get overrun at Christmas, but see, I think during COVID, they lost a lot of people. Like, people retired, people quit, you know, like, it's been really rough for the post office. And you know what my postman told me yesterday? They had a flyer in the post office, and it said, this office is no longer federally funded, government, like not government funded or something. And I was like, hey, what's going on with that? It's not government funded. And he just looked at me all annoyed. This is the grumpy one that I'm trying to make friends with. And he goes, post office has not been federally funded since 1978. And that's all he said. I was like, oh. So that's a thing. I don't want to hear about it. I started watching Christmas movies in July. No public then. But we've been doing Halloween for like 2 months. I've noticed the mail and such have gotten really slow here as well. What? I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. But that's what he said. They had a big flyer in the post office, and I thought like this was something that just happened. And he was like, no. My girlfriend put the Christmas tree up, and I said, what's wrong with you? I'm not even gonna lie, last year when we were all home, you know, and we were like in lockdown and stuff, I put the Christmas tree up the day after Halloween. I did. Well, for the most part, me and Jeff don't really celebrate holidays, but it was the first time that we'd ever been home during Christmas season, because normally we go to Grandma's house. So it was the first time we were ever gonna have a Christmas tree, and Jeff found one in the basement at his mom's. She had like 4 or 5 Christmas trees. I don't know what she was doing. But so he brought one home. His dad was like, no, take one of these trees. So as you remember, we had a tree. And I was basically just like, okay, well, we'll have a tree. That's fine. We'll put it up and we'll decorate, because I had Elvis Christmas, you know. But like, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. And I wouldn't really say that our Christmas is like kind of like other people's Christmas. Like, we just are having a holiday season, I guess. I don't know. My stockings are still hanging on the mantle from last year. I consider after Halloween to be time to think about Christmas stuff. I mean, you know, I have to be like, I know that I don't really celebrate Christmas like for the Christian holiday, because that's like a thing. But I don't know. It's just always been a family tradition that we go home. Yes, my Thanksgiving was October 11th. Yeah, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. My mom doesn't really celebrate Thanksgiving. Like my grandma like eats dinner, but that's like the extent of it. We also don't celebrate like Easter or anything. So, I don't know. But I realized that as a company, I have to, you know, be involved in these things. So I was like, we're going to have a Christmas tree. So we did, and it was pretty, and I liked the lights, and I liked to decorate, so that was fine. I considered getting a Halloween tree. I considered getting well, I actually still want to order one, because it's going to go great with my Johnny Cash Christmas, the Man in Black, if we have a black Christmas tree. And if it's a Halloween tree, I could put it up now, and we could double up as it could be Halloween this month, and then next month it could be Christmas tree. No, I believe in the Native American traditions, so I am a spiritual person, and I believe in a higher power. I just there's a difference between, not to get into a big debate, there's a difference between spirituality and religion. I don't so much struggle with that, but Jefferson has different views on things. So, as an accommodation in our household, we just pretty much do whatever we want. I have a friend that keeps her tree up all year round. She just changes the decorations. Oh, now that sounds like something I should be doing, Rosanna, really. If I had a black tree, I could do that. Yeah, I'm a pagan, so everybody has different views. Sometimes you celebrate, sometimes you don't celebrate. Whatever. That's not the point. The point is that these people who are going to be making purchases, if you have an Etsy shop, they're telling us that November 1st is the day, and I'm just like, oh, that's I don't know about that. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start liquidating now. And this is not for, I just wanted you guys to know, like, this is not for the early bird Black Friday, whatever they're doing. It's just because we don't want to have to move all the inventory when we switch over to the other website. I am hoping today when I talk to Mike that we're going to, like, pay for it and get it active. You guys won't be able to see it yet, but we'll be able to, like, really know what all we're going to be able to use. You know what I mean? Because right now in the trial on Wix, you only get to see, like, certain aspects of it. I hate that. How much do you have to pay for the Etsy shop? How much do you have to pay for an Etsy shop? Do you know? So you can get an Etsy shop for free. Etsy shop is free unless you pay for Etsy Plus, which is $15 a month. And if you buy the pattern website like I have, that's $15 a month. But once you start to sell on Etsy, you start to pay, there's a 20-cent listing fee. There's a 20-cent fee when it sells. There's a 5% commission, and there's a 2.9% plus 25 cents for credit card purchases. So all of that adds up to be, for me, about, I think we paid Etsy last month like $1,200. So to launch this new website, it's going to be, just to launch it, it's going to be $300. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But hopefully it goes well, and then we can move over to getting the beading on one and then the jewelry on the other. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to start sales today before I leave for the bead store, if you had jewelry things that you were looking at. So I've discussed with Shannon, and I think what I'm going to do with that is the inventory, that's the jewelry inventory that's already on my website. We are going to start it out at 30% until Black Friday. And I'm just telling you guys this because I hate it when you're like, oh, this is a good deal, and then you buy it, and then the next week it's like cheaper. That just drives me insane. So I'm going to tell you guys what the plan is. The plan is we're going to start it out at 30% off, all the jewelry. On Black Friday, we're going to switch it to a higher percentage, probably not much. I don't know if it'll be 50%, because, you know, at that point, we're losing money. So that's going to be the extent of it. Whatever doesn't sell from Black Friday until the 1st of December, Black Friday till the 15th of December, because that's when I shut my shop down for Christmas time, well, then you're no longer going to see it anymore. It's going to come off of the website altogether, and it's going to be just beads in the starting of 2022. Is it 2020? Yeah, 2022. That sounds weird. So Etsy is going to be just beads in 2022, hopefully, maybe a little before that. And then we'll have the jewelry website where all the new jewelry will be posted. Now, here's the thing. Where do we want to post? I think we're going to post, if we can get this website up and running, I think we're going to post the Johnny Cash jewelry on the new website. But I also don't want to post too much on there because I don't want to be dealing with a new system too much. Like, not like an overload of new system right in the middle of Black Friday. Right in the middle of all the holiday sales where it's going to be busy, 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 busy. But we're going to try to post some stuff on there so we can get a feel for what we're doing, you know. Wow. Good luck on the new site. Did you sell much on Etsy before you started doing your own marketing with Facebook Lives? Yes, Marilyn. I've always sold on Etsy. I've been on Etsy since 2015. In 2015 is when I opened my shop. But it wasn't like, boom, here I am being Thunderhorse Descendant. It was like just a hobby. It was like, Jeff was like, we cannot store all this jewelry. You're going to have to do something with it. Like, that's how it happened. He's like, you got too much stuff. What are you doing here? So I was like, oh, okay, I'll sell it on Etsy. So I was just like casually selling on Etsy as a hobbyist. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll sell a couple things. It'll be fine. And hi, Carolyn. And so that went on from like 2015 to I want to say like 2017. I hear sirens. In 2017, I started making more jewelry, and I was like really getting into making more jewelry. And I had a bunch of like boutiques that I would sell at, you know, like just in person. I was not online really selling anything. I was selling at these boutiques, and I had like a whole bunch of boutiques that I would go around and I would sell at them. Well, they take 30% and they make you pay rent when you do in a boutique. That's the norm. Like, so at that point, you either have to mark your stuff, you have to mark your stuff up 30% to cover the cost of what they're charging you, and you have to pay a monthly rent fee. And if you don't sell anything, then you end up just losing money for no reason. So I was like, well, of course, during the Christmas holidays and you know, different stuff like that, I was doing really well, but they don't let you just have, I wasn't just like month to month. Like, you have to sign a contract saying you're going to be in the store for 3 months or whatever, because they want to make sure that they're going to, you know, it's going to work out or whatever. They don't just want you there for the Christmas holiday, you know, basically. So at that point, I was like, okay, I was working as a drug addiction counselor in Minneapolis, and I was working at, where was I working? I don't know. I think I was working at the methadone clinic with the opiate addicts at that point in time, and I was getting up really early, and I was just like coming home, and I was like, okay, I'm going to make jewelry. And so I would do that all night long. And it got to the point where I was like making enough money on Etsy just from these like casual sales and from the boutiques that I had that I was selling at, where I could go part-time at my job. So I was like, oh, that's really cool, because that's going to let me move into what I wanted to do with my job. Was I wanted to move into a focal counselor, like a group counseling situation with, like, I always did inpatient treatment most of the time. I worked in the prison. I love working in the prison. I worked in the prison. I worked in methadone. I worked in a focal counselor position, inpatient, outpatient. Like, I basically worked in all of those things. But I really like inpatient treatment as a focal counselor. Okay. So I wanted to do that, but in order to do that, it's really hard to do that all the time, because it's very stressful. So I was like, okay, I could go part-time at my job. I could make up not working at my job by making jewelry, and then I could be moving into this part-time position as a focal counselor. So I did that. And I did that for like, I don't know, 2 years or so. And then it got to the point where 0.7 millimeter silver color beading chain. No, Coral, they do not. But you know who does? Shirley. Is Shirley on here? I don't know if it's 0.7, but I would suggest you going to budgetbeads.shop, because Shirley just sent me some. It was in my video. If you want to see it, I just made a video, an unboxing about budget beads. It's in there. And I think it's like not that expensive, so I would look in there. Anyways, moral of the story is that I started making more money, and then I was like, oh, well, I would only make money on the holidays, basically, in my Etsy shop. And I was like, okay, but I was making enough money where I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. Budgetbeads.shop, not .com. www.budgetbeads.shop. So then I started making this income, and then I told Jeff, because being a counselor is very stressful, especially when you're in recovery yourself. So it was like, okay, I think I want to try to make a go of this jewelry business. You got it, lady. And that was in like 2018. In 2018 is when I switched my shop over from being like a hobby shop to being like Thunderhorse Descendant business. So I came home from work and I told Jeff, this is what I want to do. And of course he said, okay, because that's what he does. You know, actually, he was like, I have questions about finances. How are we going to pay for these bills? And I was like, well, it's going to be a risk, because I didn't want to take out any business loans, which I didn't do. I never took out a business loan or like anything like for like startup money. I just sold a necklace and then bought more beads. Sold a necklace and bought more beads. It is 99 cents per foot at Goody Beads for silver and 1.9 for gold. Oh, thank you, Karen. I haven't even been on Goody Beads. You guys, I have a question. I heard Tony quit over there, or something happened. She's not over there anymore. I shouldn't say she. I don't know if she did, but they said she's not over there anymore. I haven't even been on there in forever, but I love Goody Beads. Goody Beads is based out of Minnesota, in case you're wondering. So what I did in order to offset this cost of money that I was no longer going to be making as a counselor is I started couponing. So I was in charge of buying all of the food and all of the things for our house and dog food and all that business. And Jeff paid the rent, and I did all the other things, and I couponed at like Walgreens. I'm mostly at CVS, where you can get like spectacular good deals. And that's how I offset cost. You guys, we save so much money couponing. If I had the time to do it right now, I totally would. I still try to use all my apps and stuff, but girl, we saved like thousands of dollars. It was insane. I don't know why not. Kayla left Dakota Stones too. What? Going to get me some of your spinel, because it's calling my name. Yeah, Coral. I just used like 3 strands of it on this this custom order I made. It's freaking amazing. I might have to get some more. They got sardonyx, and they got all kinds of little tiny stones like that. But I will say that little tiny stuff, you guys saw me on the live the other day. It's little tiny. Was on sale last week for 30% off. Keep watching on their website. They have quality chain. Thank you, Karen. Do they have those little connector things? I still haven't put any together with that beading chain. I know you guys have been telling me about it and how great it is. I've just been doing stuff. When did Kayla leave? I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. I need coffee. Anyway, so the moral of the story is that then I started actually advertising my business in 2018, and since 2018 we have made over, I don't even know what it is, like I think it's like 6,000 orders. That's orders. That's not like items. That's like orders. And so it's really been fun, and Etsy has been really good to me, and I think like it's a good place. It was a good place for me to learn about selling online, and like it was helpful. It was easy to set up, and now I feel like I'm just ready to separate, honestly, just so it's easier for people to find it, because I have jewelry people who call. I used to have a big jewelry base, and I don't really have those people anymore, because those people have told me that they're feeling lost in the beading, which I totally get, because I'm focusing on beading on YouTube, right? So I'm like, well, that's fine. I'll just separate it basically into its 2 little things, and then we'll go from there. A couple of weeks ago, she announced it on their Monday Night Live. I get mine from BB Craft or Panda Hall, but the roll for a better price. Thank you, Rose. Oh, speaking of which, Panda Hall just reached out to me, or was it BB Craft? BB Craft just reached out to me, and they said they wanted me to do some Amazon stuff for them. They're going to send some stuff, and they want me to do a review on it from BB Craft. Maybe it was Amazon. I don't know, it's so weird. Like, Amazon said that. Anyway, they want an Amazon review. Now, the last time I did this with them, that's when I got that sticky vinyl stuff with the cheetah print on it. You know what I'm talking about? The sticky vinyl, but it was like leather, but it was cheetah print, and it had all the colors. I got that for free from Amazon. But like I said, I don't know if it's like my favorite. Anywho, so it is possible. I think that Etsy was just like a really good place for me to start up my stuff. Now I feel a little more confident that I can move on just into the next thing. And maybe it'll work and maybe it won't. And maybe we'll, you know, try it and it won't work out, or I won't like it, or I won't like how it runs or something, and then I'll just stay with Esty. Whatever. It is what it is. But I wanted to let you guys know we are going to start liquidating. So, FYI on that. What else? There was another thing. Oh. I'm getting ready to pull these down off the website today before I leave. The little heart plates with the ammonite on them and the stone fossil. So I'm going to pull these down, and I got some other stuff I'm going to pull down too before I go back to the store. And I wanted to give you an update on our candle situation. And then I'm out of here. Okay, so these are still drying, right? So if you're new here and you're like, what's happening? We started trying to make candles. So this one is just a little half-see one we made as like for me to burn. So it's just like half. The other ones are full. Okay. But this is the practice one where I put the flowers in and the stone. So this is a soy candle, and this one smells like leather. So this is the one that I'm going to test to see if the smell is, you know, more than it was last time on the apple ones that we did. But we did, this is the first time I put flowers in there to see. I also want to see if they're going to start on fire. Questions. Can you get some of that leather cord crimp ends at the Taylor's Falls? Yeah, I can. They come in tubes. What color do you want, Jen? And do you know what size? I will try to accommodate that for you. So this is the situation. I haven't trimmed the wicks yet or anything. And it smells like leather. So these are what the finished ones are going to look like. I didn't put as much stuff in there because I didn't know if this was going to work. But we got that going on. Just got to wait for those to dry up another couple days. And then do the burn test. And then I got to show you guys, we had a flop. I got to show you the flop. Oh my goodness. It was so crazy. So Shannon was like, oh, I want to use the green dye. And I was like, okay, cool. It turned like which color green? Like lime green. Oh my goodness. This is what the color that it turned out to be. We are not in love with it, but we did put some green calcite stones in there. But I will say this one is eucalyptus, like some kind of eucalyptus mix, and it smells amazing. It looks horrible because we put it in the rose gold container. That was before we knew we were going to put dye in it, and then Shannon picked green, and now we have this like witchy green in this rose gold container, but it smells good. I don't know. What are you saying to me, Jen? Silver and antique copper. Let me write it down on the list. Can get me silver and antique copper will fit in the 1 to 2 millimeter leather. Got it. I've never used them before, so I don't know much about them. I love the green color. So the crimps that I get, the leather end crimps, the like round ones that I get out at Taylor's Falls. So if you want a 1 or a 2, they come in a 1 or a 2. So I would probably start with a 2 millimeter because you could stick a couple like double strands, you know. I mean, I can get 1 and 2. I'll just do that. But I love them. Basically, all they do is they like crimp in the middle, and it has like a little bar in the middle, and you just crimp that with your flat plier. Those are the ones I use all the time. Green apple. Yeah, it looks like green apple, but it's eucalyptus, and it's in a rose gold container. I love it. Eucalyptus is great for nose congestion at night. Yes. And it smells good. Now, we have not tested. We haven't, you know how we like to do all our testing. You guys, for real is like science over here. I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening? So Shannon made us some new notes for the grimoire. Let's look. So now we have Post-its to go in our little envelope, and they're removable. It says 16 ounces of wax, made 5.5 jars. We have to figure that out because for some reason we had the same amount of wax last time, but it melted down faster. I think that's because we were using different kind of wax, so now we got to get a different kind of wax. Add more water to the double boiler to melt faster for hot temperatures. So like we just got all our little notes in here because we've been trying it. So this is our second round, and then we'll do burn times over here because these are the burn times. Our candles have been burning 12 to 15 hours dependent on the situation. And they're soy, so we're really excited to try them. So I'm excited. The tops look good. Like they're not, all of the tops on all the candles that we made look nice. And then this is what it looked like when it burnt down. So it burnt down to the nub. I mean, there's a little bit of wax left in there, but that's pretty normal. So I was pretty happy with it. This is that apple one. I bought a Fry Daddy to do all of my what now? Read about a Fry Daddy. A Fry Daddy. What's a Fry Daddy? Is it like a hot plate? A Fry Daddy. I'm gonna have to Google it. Uh-oh. Just got up with one of the babies. Mom and Dad need to go get COVID tests. Oh, Bonnie, I hope everything turns out okay. Can I drink it? What? Good vibes. Sorry, I'm catching up on the comments. Oh, geez. So anyways, that's the candle situation. So once we get this all figured out, we did decide after hearing your feedback about how some people said they don't really like a super smelling candle. So the ones that we have done that maybe are not super smelling, we're just gonna market those as with like light scent. It'll say in the thing like lightly scented, whatever. Cause I have a lot of allergies. Like these don't bother me because they're essential oils, but also because they're not flowers. Like me and Shannon were gonna do, she was like, well, what are we gonna put these flowers in? We don't have any like flower stuff. And I was like, I don't think we can do flower stuff because it'll probably kill me. Just Google it. That way you don't need a double boiler. Okay, Rita, I'm writing it down. I'll get on the list. Fry Daddy. Oops. Can you control the heat on there? That's important to me. One more thing before we go, I have to show you about my rocks. We're gonna put these in a jar. So these are the rocks. I washed them up last night. Me and Shannon were cleaning, and when I say me and Shannon, I mean Shannon. Where am I gonna put them in? I need a cool jar. Here we go. I don't know if they're all gonna fit in here. These are my rocks from our very first vacation in South Dakota. And I found them in a bag, and Shannon holds them up, and she's like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, those are my vacation rocks. And she's like, Randy, who has vacation rocks? I was like, me. I do. My vacation rocks. We did these panning for gold with Jordan at the panning for gold deal, you know. You guys, we learned so much about mining. We went, my favorite spot, I think might have been Jeff's favorite spot when we went to South Dakota. We went to the mining museum. And like a lot of their, you know, information was really inaccurate, but it was so interesting. This is a quartz. This one, I don't know what that one is. That one looks like scoria. This one, I don't know what it is, but it's really cool. I have to ask Jeff. This one looks like some kind of calcite, like a quartzy calcite, honestly. That one's probably the same. I have vacation rocks, right? That's what I'm saying. Okay, put all my vacation rocks in here. In my little jar with the butterfly on that I got from Grandma. And now I have vacation rocks for my, what was my other vacation rocks over there? Anyway, are you going to wrap any of them? I might wrap some of them once I get, right now I'm just putting them in the jar, and then, like, you know, when I feel like maybe I want to do something with it, they'll be there ready to go for me to wrap, make stuff out of. I collect pretty rocks all the time. Big on the beach. I have vacation shells. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to take a phone call, so I'll miss all the morning in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. We'll see you later. So the whole thing with the rocks is, like, when I was this last short story, Jefferson, when we were, like, dating, when we were, like, 20 something, like 23 or whatever it was, we had no money, like, no money. And so Jeff was a roofer. I mean, he's still a roofer, and he would go up on the roofs and he would find cool rocks, and then he would bring me the rock, and then he would make up a story about the rock, about what the rock did. And so I would put all the rocks in a jar, and I have that jar. This is not all of them, but this is the one that I have in the living room. And some of them he even wrote on. This is a different jar. So these are rocks from all over, like North Dakota and everywhere that he went. And I wonder if that one with the weird hole is in here. And it has, like, a story. And that was like our equivalent of buying flowers. There was one, I bet you he put it in his plant. Sometimes he comes in here and he gets them for his bonsai tree. He puts them in his plant. Oh, and some of these are also from people. This one says, this one says it's from Jeff. Doesn't say a story, but it says from Jeff on it. I had some that said there was one rock that was a killer rock. I think it was this one. And he said, this one tried to kill me. I stepped on it, just about fell off the roof. And then some of these are from my old clients too. These ones are from this one is from our very first date in Nebraska. Like when we very first became a couple, we went to Nebraska and we went to the Buffalo Bill museum, and they had rocks there, and where you get, like, you know, like 3 of them in a pouch. And that's from that. And so is this one. It's an amethyst. And I think this one is, I think this is the 3 that I got. So that was like from a million years ago. And the one that he brought me that had this weird hole in it from the roof looked like this, but I don't see it in here. This one I think is from the Mall of America, when we very first took Jordan to the Mall of America. Anyway, so yeah, we got a thing with rocks. This one is cool. Look at this stuff. I even have Swedish rocks, and he still brings you rocks. Yes, he does. He still brings me rocks. He just brought me a whole bunch of rocks, but they're displayed up there on the rock thing. We have like a little bookshelf where I put all my crystals and stuff. Again, I have to dust. Yeah. This is the last one that he brought me from Minneapolis. Or no, I think this one's from Wisconsin. So anyway, I love your support. I'm related to Buffalo Bill Cody. Oh, wow. Everybody's doing stuff with their rocks. I'm just reading. yeah, so that's kind of the goings-ons with that. And I have my like big humongous crystals right here. I have a rock problem. And I have this one right here, which is also a rock problem. It's huge. This one we got for from my friend Amber from Love and Guts for moving into the house. This was her housewarming gift for us, which is really nice. It comes on this big stand. These ones they sell at Taylor's Falls. They're probably about $175 to $200. And then these ones are like $40. Depends on the stone. It depends on the clarity of the stone and everything. I don't want a Fry Daddy. It was a suggestion for you. Yeah, I get it, Rita. I was just wondering if I could control the temperature on the Fry Daddy for my candle making. All right, y'all. So that's what I got going on today. I'm going to leave. I'm going to have this meeting with Mike and then hopefully get some things figured out. And then I'm going to the store. If you need stuff, message me on Facebook if you forget, or email me. And I will try to do that. And then, okay, the Thunder Horses. Mama Thunder Horse is coming tonight. They're coming tonight. My sister said she's leaving. They're leaving at 10. So they're probably not going to be here till like tonight. So I wanted to let you guys know I am not going to do the Friday night light box and fun. What's that say? I ordered jewelry from the artist in Australia. Ooh, Melanie, that's way cool. I would like to do that too. I want to go to Australia too, but here's the thing. Jeff loves Australia. We even have books about like traveling to Australia, but I'm scared because all the poisonous snakes live in Australia. All of them. They all live there. You want a poisonous snake? It's in Australia. That's where they keep them. How nice of her. Yeah. So I am not going to be doing the Friday night light boxing fun because I assume I will be doing something. So I don't want to feel like I have to like rush through either doing stuff with you guys or doing stuff with my family. So just decided to not do it. But I will be on tomorrow morning with the little Thunder ponies, Emma and Mia. They are 4 and 1.5. Well, yeah. And giant spiders. Oh, I didn't even think about the giant spiders. Yeah, and then the giant spiders too. They keep those over there in the Australia. And bugs. All the bugs. Ooh. I'm new to your channel. Where do I find your Etsy? So if you look in the description of this video, it will have all my links there to the Etsy and to my website. But the name of my Etsy store, if you want to search for it, is Thunder Horses. It's all one word and it's plural. Thunder Horses. In the description of this video, if you look underneath the video, there might be a little arrow you have to click. It'll say like learn more about this or something. And then the description will pop up with all of my links to all of like my Facebook page, my my videos, my groups, to all of my Etsy store and website. Don't forget to like. Oh yes, please like. Thank you, Bonnie, for reminding us to please like it. Please like it. It helps with my algorithm. So if you guys don't know this, height, weight, and age. If you guys don't know, when you're on YouTube, when you like something, when you make a comment, and when you subscribe, the people who have monetized channels, like mine is monetized, that means that YouTube pays me. Well, basically, it's like TV. Like, people run their ads on my videos. So, but when you're doing what they call engagement, liking, making a comment, and subscribing to the channel, and ringing the bell, like there's that little bell to set up your notifications, then YouTube pays me money. So if you didn't know that and you're running around on the internet and you're like, oh yeah, I like this, I like that, or whatever, you're helping people who are on the internet, on YouTube, get paid by YouTube when you're doing what they call engagement. Also, when somebody puts up a video, like if you subscribe, say you subscribe to me, and you know you'll get that little notification on your phone that says, oh, Thunderhorse put out a video, right? So another way that people are getting money from YouTube is that if you click that and you go watch it within the first 15 minutes, then you get like more cents. He gets more cents, like maybe get like 10 cents or 15 cents or whatever. The amount of time that you watch the video also counts towards how much money YouTube is going to pay, because they want people to watch the whole video instead of clicking in and out. I know that's kind of like whatever, but like to support the channel, which I know you guys support the channel. Like I have a lot of people who just like, they're like, oh, I just put you on for my dogs before I go to work. I'm like, thank you. That's great. But yeah, so that's how it works. When you watch a video, when you make engagement, when you watch the video right away, when you make a comment, when you subscribe, people are getting paid for that from YouTube. That's why people continue to do YouTube, because YouTube is very consuming of time. Like not necessarily this video because it's a live video, but like on other videos where you have to like make the video, plan the video, go in and edit the video. You know, a lot of people have editors, but I don't have an editor because, I mean, I have Jeff who helps me sometimes, but I still have to pay him. And when you subscribe, when the channel gets 1,000 viewers, you go monetized. Prior to, the channel doesn't get paid, nor can they go live. That is correct. While your channel is below 1,000 subscribers, boy, they track everything. Oh yeah, they track everything, Mary. You get a whole bunch of charts. I don't even know how to run the charts. I'm like, Jeff, what am I supposed to be doing here? Jeff runs the charts. Yeah, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, then you will not be monetized, meaning you can't get paid from Etsy or from YouTube. Okay. So while you're building up to get your 1,000 subscribers, you're basically working for no money. And it's a lot of time, you know, it's a lot of stuff. So if you have people that you like around the internet that, you know, and you're just watching and you're thinking like, oh yeah, I really like this person, but you're not like engaging or subscribing to them or making comments or anything, then they're getting your view money. But if you really wanted to support them, I would suggest like liking their channel, subscribing, making comments, you know, whatever. And so that you can help them, because it's like, you know, everybody likes to get paid when they're doing work. You know, camera equipment and figuring stuff out, and it's all time consuming. Running a YouTube channel is very hard, and thankfully I have Jefferson who can help me a little bit. Baby ham? What is this? I didn't know that. Yeah, so if people don't have 1,000 subscribers, they also can't go live. Like we're live right now. People who don't have 1,000 subscribers can't go live. That's one of the goals that they work up to. So I just got monetized in February of this year, right? So everything I did before February, I did never get paid for. It's not like by the way, it's not like a lot of money, just so you know. Like it's like 5 cents or 3 cents for every, you know, whatever, for like, and it's not even like every comment. It's when people are the ad people. Like, so when you see an ad on YouTube, the ad people put a little thing on there, and those are the people who are paying you. They want to put their ad there so other people will see it. It's just like TV, right? So if you click the ad, even if you don't, you know, participate with the ad, if you click it and you go to their site and then you just click back, that counts as like 10 cents, you know? But if everybody did that and you had a lot of subscribers, like I don't really have a lot of subscribers, I only have like not 2,000 subscribers. Some of these people have millions of subscribers. They're making lots of money. You know, I'm just saying. So anyway, I know a lot of people, I think Rosanna is working towards that goal too. And so I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're seeing people on the internet and you are not aware of this and you want to like them and support them, go on their page, make a like, subscribe to them, you know, do stuff so that they can, you know, grow and get bigger. Because once you hit 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will advertise your channel to more people. So you know how like other beaders like Wendy Whitman and Orchid and Opal and all those people, like they pop up all the time on your feed when you're looking for beading. It's because they have more subscribers, and so YouTube views them as people that other people want to see who are looking for beading. So because they have more people, they get like advertised to more other people who are not subscribed to them. So that's what happens when you hit 1,000 subscribers and you get monetized. They start shooting you out to more people who are looking for these things on YouTube. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is a search engine. People go to YouTube to figure out how to do things. What's going on with this? It's a search engine. Originally created as a dating website, by the way. Just saying. But that's what it's for. So people are putting into the title things like how to make fringe seed bead earrings. And then these people are popping up. The people who pop up at the top are the people who have the most subscribers, who have the most engagement, and who are putting out videos all the time. But it's mostly like the most popular. Now you can go into your YouTube and you can change settings for like the most recent, like a filter, like show me the most recent video that was put up about this, and they'll go by date. But for the most part, just the average Joe who's Googling in YouTube, who's searching in YouTube, they're gonna pull up the most popular people. So if you look at that and all those people that are on there, you'll see, if you look at how many subscribers they have and how much engagement they have on their channel, that's how they're making money. And that's why they keep doing it. We appreciate you, Rosanna. We are going to visit you. If you watch the commercials that come up, yes, she gets paid even more. Yes. If a commercial pops up, you know, sometimes it'll be like at the bottom of the screen right here, or maybe it'll like play through, you know, it'll just like pop up and start playing. Now, if you're a person who pays for not to have any ads, you're already paying to people. You're already paying to people automatically. Yeah, so if you click the ad and then you go to their website, like maybe it'll be like for Ford or for jewelry or for makeup or whatever. You click over there, you exit out, you click back, and you just come back to watch your video. Then they pay a lot of money for that, because the point is to get people to look at these things on these ads and go visit their website, and they're counting that as a visit to their website, and so they pay more for that. And eventually over time, when a person gets people who click onto all these things, they're like, oh, we need to pay this person more money because those people are watching, because that's why they track everything. Those people are watching and they're clicking onto our website because they're wanting to snag a sale. Because these are like businesses that are just like, if we snag, you know, one sale out of 10,000 people, that's a good day. You know, they're not like handmade small people like me, you know, where I'm like, I need every sale I can get. You know, like they're like, oh, you know. It takes a ton of time too. It took me most of the day to get the video I uploaded yesterday from about 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to finish all of the editing and uploading. Yep. It takes a long time, Rosanna. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads. I didn't know that. We appreciate you, Rosanna. Yeah, Rosanna's going to be doing, she made the video for the missing link for this weekend, so I can have my weekend free to hang out with my girls, because she's awesome. And so we're going to put her on there, and then once you see her channel, then you can go over and like her channel and make comments on her channel, because that's would be the nice thing to do. But yeah, it takes a ton of time. this is another reason that I'm not going to be focusing so much on Jesse James beads and focusing on Thunderhorse Descendant, because, I mean, if we're being honest about it, it's a lot of time that you want me to do. So, yeah, that's kind of the deal with YouTube. So a lot of people just don't understand like how it works. When people talk about their algorithm or their whatever, and like, girl, I don't know a lot about it either. I just know that when people like and comment and subscribe, you get paid for all that. You get paid for if they watch the ad, they click over, they click back, you get paid for that. If they, it's like they're just engaging with you and doing things. So that's kind of the thing. I mean, it does cost a lot of money to, I mean, like in time. If you think about it, like Rosanna said, took her half the day. So let's say that's at least, 5-6 hours, right? Maybe it's more than that, because really half the day is 12 hours. But let's just say it takes 10 hours to get the whole thing. Well, I know for a fact it takes about 10 hours to get everything recorded, edited, uploaded. Then you got to upload it to YouTube, where you have to go through another process of uploading. And then you got to make all these little like cards and things and different, stuffy stuff to connect everything. And then you got to do a description. So let's say that takes 12 hours, okay, for the entirety of the thing. Well, if you're paying yourself, as I'm paying myself as a beader, when I'm beading, I pay myself $22 an hour, $22.50, which really should go up, because you should really not be making less than 30. But I originally set that when I stopped counseling. So, I mean, anyways, what's 22 times 10? That's $220, but you're not getting paid for that. You're not getting paid for that time. That's only 10 hours. That's $220. If you were getting paid $22 an hour, which is what I would make if I was beading instead of making YouTube, I would be making $220 that day. But I'm not making anything because I'm making YouTube. But the hope is that I put that video out. That video will always be there. So all of the videos that I've ever made are still on there, and they could still be collecting money if people went through and liked them and made a comment and subscribed or whatever. So the hope is like in the long run, these are going to pay off as videos that I'm making. But as of right now, you're just missing out on $220 a day. The price of everything is going up. Yeah, then you gotta buy lights, and then you gotta buy a nice camera, which, you guys, I found another camera. It's $2,000. And that's not even including the lens. The lens is $2,000 itself. It's a Canon. I was like, what? So we just do what we can. But I think like building the channel, building the community, I think that's helpful, And then we as a handmade making community, like they've said in numerous books and things, is like the handmade making community is a real different like niche of people. The handmade community people, like the artist people, they want to help other artists. They want to help other people who are making jewelry and beads and doing whatever they like to do, paintings. They want to do that, whereas other people are very competitive, Like, not to say that there's not some competitiveness going on in the jewelry arena, but I believe that there is just room for everybody to be successful. You just have to, do that. Work hard, perseverance, work hard equals success. What's all this? The Thunder Ponies, are the Thunder Ponies in the house? The Thunder Ponies are coming. They'll be here tonight, Melanie. And then tomorrow, they'll be on the morning coffee. You are silly. I watch the potpourri commercials. I always click the commercials. Do you get paid if people watch them? Yeah, so like if a commercial pops on and it'll say like you can skip this ad in 2 seconds or whatever, If you don't skip it and you just let it play through a little bit, you get paid more money. Yeah. I usually watch YouTube when I'm in the bathtub doing my bath. But it'll play through the ads, because unless you push it, but I don't want to push it because I got wet hands. So I play through on my makeup girls that I watch and stuff. So I always play through for them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch this ad for you. What's it say? I just don't do miss things. I have a new mission. Go through all the back videos that I have missed and like and comment. We'll work that over on my next vacay next weekend. Oh, well, that would be wonderful, Mary. That sounds like a good plan. Don't spend your whole vacation doing that, though, but I appreciate you. Good question. I'm so thankful I found this community. Thank you, Jen. You still going? Where am I going? Yeah, I'm going. I'm going. I hope YouTube has a lot of great movies for free with ads. Also true. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to meet the ponies. Yeah, there's something else. Woo! All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to jump off here and get ready for my meeting with Mike. Hopefully that goes well. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'll send you all the good beady vibes. Like this. Oh, yo, and one more thing. I got to smudge my house. I'm going to smudge my house, and then I'm going to get ready for the meeting with Mike. You guys. Anyways. I jumped to the shard. I came back. You're still live. I know. I got to get off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful, spectacular, amazing day. And I will see you tomorrow morning with the Thunder Ponies. Okay? Okay, text me if you need stuff, okay? On the Facebook Messenger. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.